KPMG. Expert, global mindset, forward-thinking, value-adding, passionate. Our clients tell us complexity is their greatest challenge. The world as we know it is changing. It is becoming increasingly complex and more challenging. 94% of global executives believe managing complexity is critical to their business success. What does the future look like? The human population has grown more in the last 50 years than in the previous 4 million. By 2012, 7 billion people will occupy our planet. By 2050, 71% of the world's population will be living in urban areas. 50% of the world's energy is used by buildings. Global demand for energy is set to increase by 40% in the next 20 years. Poverty. Of the world's population, the poorest 40% account for 5% of global income, whereas the richest 20% account for 75%. 70% of people living on less than $1 per day are women. How is KPMG delivering? Regulation is the single biggest cause of complexity in business today. Financial services are facing rapid worldwide regulatory change. Since 1975, the amount of technical information has been doubling every 2 years. By 2014, it will double every 72 hours. 84% of global executives cite information management as an important cause of complexity and the most popular means to manage it. Sustainable business practices are becoming non-negotiable. Integrated reporting is a global requirement to assess an organization's ability to create and sustain value. 82% of South African business executives believe complexity leads to opportunity, and they are not alone. How is KPMG delivering? Africa's collective GDP stands at $1.6 trillion. Emerging markets are experiencing an exponential rise, while developed economies show only single-figure growth at best. Africa is home to vast amounts of the world's mineral resources. 99% of chrome, 90% of platinum group metals, 50% of gold, 30% of newly discovered oil, and large deposits of diamonds, natural gas, and coal. Africa is the fastest growing mobile phone market in the world. There are 32 international airports in Africa. The Trans-West African Highway Network is being built and will connect 12 West African nations. Africa is China's biggest foreign investment destination, with major spend in metals, chemicals, energy, transport, and communication. Africa has a population of around 1 billion people. By 2020, Africa's combined consumer spending will reach $1.4 trillion. Healthcare is one of the largest spend areas for governments globally. Around 900 million people lack reliable access to safe water. 40% do not have access to adequate sanitation facilities. Almost 1/10 of the global disease burden could be prevented by improving water supply, sanitation, hygiene, and management of water resources. Medical tourism is one of the fastest growing global industries and is expected to reach $100 billion by 2012. Global government healthcare spend will double in the next 5 years. Healthcare is the fastest growing advisory industry sector. How is KPMG delivering? Our refreshed brand promises our clients that we will cut through complexity to help them take advantage of these opportunities. How is KPMG delivering? Integrated reporting. Creating corridors for business for China and India. Growing our tax practice. Africa Telecoms Group. Top-tier audits. Focus on healthcare. Performance and technology. Cross-selling. Focus on infrastructure. By geography, sector, building capacity across Africa. And there is much more we can still do. Opportunity abounds in complexity. It's up to every one of us, individually and together, to deliver on our brand promise. Cutting through complexity. which we need to do every day in everything we plan, say, and do. In achieving our strategy, our ability to consistently deliver on this promise to all our stakeholders makes our reputation. KPMG, cutting through complexity.